Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Mr. Brandon Hodge. This video is brought to you by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, use SeatGeek and use my discount code to save yourselves 20 freaking bucks. The code is just my last name, Hodge. So just type in Hodge as your promo code and save yourselves 20 freaking dollars. Alright guys, we're gonna kick this off with the first news story. The first news story is going to be about a former WWE wrestler of the name Tucker. So if you guys hopefully remember him, he was in Heavy Machinery with, Otis. So hopefully you guys knew that. But basically, Tucker was released. I mean, they used the budget cuts, pandemic for businesses. It's been a big excuse just to fire people they've been wanting to fire for a long time and just be like, with the pandemic, things are unpredictable and crazy, and you're fired. That's just pretty much how I would imagine. But basically, Tucker has done interviews since he's been released and said that WWE have lied to him on multiple occasions. They promised things that they didn't go through with. And the problem with WWE is, the powers be, they change their minds a lot. So they might be like, hey man, we're gonna make you a champion. We're gonna give you the United States Championship. And then the next day they'll be like, on second thought, maybe we're not gonna make you champion. And they're just like, oh, you just lied to me then. It's like, well, maybe at one point they thought you would be perfect for the championship, and then they're like, no, let's change plans or whatever. So maybe don't promise people stuff, but still, Tucker had a lot to say, and if you guys are interested in all the behind-the-scenes BS that the guy had to go through, there was an interview on the World Wide Web. Just, Google Tucker post-WWE interview, and you'll find it. All right, the next news story is about Mr. John Cena. So John Cena, if you guys watch The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, you probably already know about this one. But personally, I don't watch it. I mean, I may have used to watch The Tonight Show years ago, but just I don't know. I don't have much time anymore personally. But anyway, I just found this out today that John Cena was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon last night, and it was asked, "Hey Cena, are you going to be returning in the ring? Are you going to be a wrestler again?" And John Cena said, yes, the rumors are true. I will be returning to WWE wrestling. I have not yet had my last match. I still have a few more matches I want to do. But as for when those are going to be, I don't know. And he basically said that he is not allowed to, return to WWE, allowed to return to professional wrestling while he's in the middle of making a movie. It's not like he can go wrestle on the weekends because there's this thing called insurance, and apparently the insurance they have for the movie stars or whatever will not cover him if on the weekends he does reckless, stupid stuff, like racing, race cars, or fighting, or wrestling, or anything like that. So I guess that's why the reason Cena hasn't been back. He's been in the middle of filming movies, and he's not allowed to actually wrestle during that. But it looks like filming is wrapping up, and maybe around SummerSlam time, he will not be in the middle of a movie. He'll actually be allowed to wrestle again. So fingers crossed, John Cena, SummerSlam is still the go plan. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so that's actually the only confirmed news story I said to talk to you guys about today. But don't you dare go anywhere, guys, because things are about to get good here. Things are, in fact, about to get a little juicy, so I'm going to tell you guys, go get your juice boxes out, get your juice boxes ready, because it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. Alright, the first rumor is about Hell in a Cell. So Hell in a Cell was weird this year, and hopefully you guys thought it was weird too, because they had 2 Hell in a Cell matches on the actual pay-per-view, which is fine. That's how many they usually have in the past few years or whatever. But they did something interesting. On SmackDown, before Hell in a Cell, they had a Hell in a Cell match. It's like, what in the hell is this? And then the Raw after, they also had a Hell in a Cell match. So this year we had 4 Hell in a Cell matches. That is very, very weird. So what is the reasoning behind having, Hell in a Cell matches on Raw and SmackDown? Well, obviously it's to boost the viewers, but why did they decide to do it this year instead of other years? Well, this year's a little bit different. They want to kind of bring more attention to the product and get more fans excited because they're actually, returning to touring. They're allowing fans to actually attend shows live. So they're trying to get everyone's eyeballs back so they can sell more tickets for the shows. So basically that's why they decided to do it. Also, they thought it would make the television networks happy. Like USA Network and Fox thought that would make them extra happy to have some kind of special match, on their network or whatever like that. So there's a few different reasons, but basically I'd say the main reason is trying to sell more tickets for the tour, whatever show you guys want to go to, or whatever, the house shows, or if it's a Raw or SmackDown, or even Money in the Bank or something. All right, the next news story is going to be about the rated R superstar Edge. So where the hell is he? Is the question. Where the hell is Edge? When is he returning? What's he doing? Well, the plan is still, Edge is going to have a match at SummerSlam. So he's going to be returning. If I had to guess when Edge was going to return, I would say probably after Money in the Bank. So after Money in the Bank, Edge can return. Personally, I'd like to see Edge win Money in the Bank again, but I guess he's already done that before, and it's time for a younger star, fresher, newer star to do that. But I don't know, it would be cool the same way. But anyway, Edge, SummerSlam is the current plan. I don't know who he's facing. All I know is he's apparently scheduled to be a babyface. He's not going to be like a heel or anything like that. He's going to be a babyface good guy or whatever, and he's going to be at SummerSlam. So we'll just have to wait and see where they go with that. I have a few ideas, but ultimately we'll just have to wait and see. All right, the next rumor is about Big E. So Big E is apparently being drafted to Monday Night Raw so he can go back with the New Day. There's like rumors that the New Day were breaking up, but now I guess they're not breaking up. And does this mean it's the end of Big E's like singles push or whatever? Because I heard he was getting like a push to almost the main event. But now he's moving to Raw, I guess. Now this isn't happening until the WWE draft, I don't guess. The WWE draft will be after SummerSlam. So we'll just have to wait and see what they do. But all three members of the New Day will be back together on the same brand. So that's good, I guess. But still, I really wanted Big E to have like a successful like singles push. But maybe they'll still do that. I don't really know. And the next rumor is also about the WWE draft. So apparently the writers or whoever's deciding who's going to what brand and who's flipping brands or whatever like that, they were given a list, right? They were giving a list of wrestlers, and they're going down the list of wrestlers being like, yeah, he's on SmackDown, he's on Raw. And then a few names were on that list where the writers were like, what? Why are they on this list? What the hell's going on? And those two names that are actually on the list to be drafted are none other than Goldberg. Goldberg's on this list for some reason. And a retired WWE wrestlers on this list, which is very confusing. I don't know if someone's pranking someone or what's going on backstage at WWE, but none other than The Undertaker's name was on this list of people to be drafted. Now, I'm not saying this means Undertaker's coming out of retirement or anything. I'm not going to blow things out of proportion. Who am I kidding? Yes, I am. Undertaker's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be the main event of SummerSlam. He's going to win the championship off of Roman Reigns. Yeah, I can very easily go down that road, but in all seriousness, I would have to imagine this is kind of a joke. Undertaker's really done. He's really retired. I don't know what else. It means always possible to come back for one more match, but to actually be drafted to a Raw or SmackDown brand, it's very interesting to see his name pop up on this list. But who knows about that? It's interesting to think about and dream about at least, but we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of spoiler the video, so go and get your tissues out, get your tissues ready, because ladies and gentlemen, this is the final news story, this is the final rumor, this is the final thing we'll be talking about inside this episode of WWE News and Rumors. This is about none other than the Beast Incarnate, Mr. Brock Lesnar. So Brock Lesnar's been missing for a little while. We haven't seen him since last year's WrestleMania. Like WrestleMania 36. We haven't seen him since that Performance Center WrestleMania. Basically, crowds weren't there. Vince didn't want to cough up the money to pay him. His contract's expired. He doesn't have to be there. And plus, he lives in Canada, so it's a pain to get across the border due to restrictions or whatever. So it's been really a nightmare to even try to get Lesnar to return. Some people thought he would return at Hell in a Cell, but there was no crowd, so it doesn't really make sense. Money in the Bank's always the option. Have him run down and interrupt the match like he did in the past. I don't really know. All that's coming out from backstage is they're expecting Lesnar to come back and work out a new contract any day. But as of right now, there's nothing. Or is there? Is it just being kept top secret backstage? We don't really know. We'll just have to wait and see. But Brock Lesnar is a man. He's a wrestler that I never thought I would say, I kind of miss the guy. But I kind of miss the guy, and he should be back. I'm hoping around SummerSlam time. If not, we might have to wait until next year's WrestleMania. I don't know, though. They're expecting him to come in and work out a contract any day, but nothing so far. So guess we'll just have to wait and see. So there you guys have it. That's actually going to do it for this episode of WWE News and Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Also, if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the world, SeatGeek, use code HODGE, save $20. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Right now on screen, I'm going to leave a link to 2 previous videos for you guys to check out, as well as a button to subscribe to this channel if you're brand new here. But I am Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.